Hello and welcome back to Versus Live. I am Todd Anderson.
I'm Ross Merriam.
Rob's in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
No more expletives today, huh?
No.
All fresh out? All right.
That was my one.
You know, it's Todd's last show. It shouldn't be yours too, right? We're not following in Todd's lead.
Nice. So today we're doing something special because this is my last day on Versus Live. I am moving to California. My wife, Callie, got a job at Blizzard, and I'm going to move out there and try to make my way in the streaming game. I've been a streamer for off and on for, honestly, the past, 7 years. Like, back in 2012, I was, streaming Modern when it was first, previewed at one of the Pro Tours and stuff. And, now I might try to do it full time because I don't have the Versus teat to suckle on for any longer.
we're gonna be way far away out in sunny California.
Yeah, and of course we are brought to you by StarCityGames.com as well as Carnox Chairs. Make sure to check out carnox.com/scg. So far we've had 2 matches in the books, and now I want to point out that this is for the marbles. This is for the marbles. Okay. The winner gets to keep them, and if Ross wins, he's going to get to play with them every week against Corey Baumeister. And whoever wins, it'll be a whole thing. Maybe they'll wear dunce caps when they don't have the marbles. I don't know. But if I win, these bad boys right here, going on my trophy case whenever I move out there and get my stream room set up. So you're going to see them every day that you watch my stream.
So never.
Wow. Okay. 2 matches in the books. Dungrove Elder lost to Delver. We had Just Guy Black completely smush Abs and Aggro, and now we got a tight one, what a lot of people consider the best deck in that format. Bant Company from your side. I'm going to be playing that against Pyromancer's Goggles from my side.
Now, this is sort of a full circle. This is very shortly after I moved here to Roanoke, the first invitational. So this is about April, and I moved at the very beginning of the year. So 4 months in, and we had a bunch of people here. We had Jerry who was living here at the time. Cedric was here.
Tom Ross,
Brad,
Michael Majors.
and we all got together when Shadows over Innistrad was being released, and we tested a bunch. And Brad convinced me to play this horrific black-white Eldrazi mid-range deck that actually Eric emailed top 4 this open with the week before the Invitational, but I did horribly with it, and I hated the deck. But Todd stuck to his guns and played his sweet Izzet Goggles brew because you just loved Thing in the Ice and kept building around it until you got a deck to work. And I was like, this deck is super sweet and super powerful. We ended up both playing it at the Invitational the following week.
Did we play in round one?
We played round 1.
Yeah, we played against each other in round 1.
Todd beat me in the mirror. I ended up 6-2ing both formats and top 16ing. And my only other loss was to Bant Company, but I beat it 3 other times.
Yeah, it was one of the most popular decks. I believe Jim Davis actually won the Open where I top 4.
That's his list.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get to the match. If you have any questions for me or Ross, specifically if you want to know anything about me before I go, so your last time to ask. So
yeah, make sure you tag at SCG Tour in the chat, and Rob will send his favorite questions over to us. I lost the previous match, so I will be on the play for this final one. And hopefully my hand is great.
Yeah, my hand is okay. It's not as good as I want it to be, but we're going to keep.
This hand does not seem good, but it seems keepable, so let's do it.
All right.
And we'll start on Canopy Vista.
Fumarole, good.
Ooh, that's a gooder. Plains Hidden Dragon Slayer.
Okay. I will play Thing in the Ice. It's got 4 counters on it. Here we go.
Tilt. Attack for 2.
Yes. I can block that, right?
Yeah.
I'll block.
I'll go to 22.
Sure. Gotta protect my life total.
I will play a Sylvan Advocate and a Fairy Stream. Pass the turn.
I want to go ahead and do this while, well, maybe not. I was going to say I kind of want to do this while Ross is tapped out, because I guess if he had Dramoka's Command, he would have done it last turn after I blocked. So maybe he probably has Reflector Mage, which means I need to get something on the battlefield that's going to stick, and he's probably going to target this now, but then that means I might be able to flip things nice in a few turns. But he might do it the other way. We'll see.
Attack.
Okay, this will block here, and I'll take 2, and you go 24.
Yeah, 18, 24.
Yep.
You can go.
Draw. I'm going to say go.
End step Coco.
The Coco resolves.
So let's take the ones that do things. Bounding Crisis and Reflector Mage.
Okay, Reflector Mage target.
This is an interesting decision. So I think I have to target Thing in the Ice. I'm just under a lot of pressure. This probably isn't transforming anytime soon. Yeah, so let's bounce Thing in the Ice and then tap the Jace with the Crisis.
Alright, response. I'll loot.
And let's have the thing not be in your hand before this gets tapped. So order it that way.
Okay.
So yeah, that way you can't in case you want to discard it.
Yeah.
Don't want to give Todd that option.
Alright, I'll discard Fire Temper. I'm gonna. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should actually. We're bouncing this. I'm at 18. Okay. This is really tough, actually. I'm actually just gonna discard Drown Air Temple. That's fine.
Okay.
Here you go.
Somebody wants to ramp. I will attack you for 9.
Okay, go to 9.
I gain 2 to 26.
Yep.
I will pass the turn.
Alright, this comes back tapped. Bring it back tapped.
Yep.
Tap, draw. Now I can play Thing in the Ice, right?
Yes. Because collect a company up and on Todd's end step, so I've already had a turn.
You didn't play a land, but you probably have another Coco. Huh.
Draenor Temple was my favorite part of this deck. All I ever wanted to do was turn 2 Tormenting Voice, discard Temple, turn 3 Rampant Grove. Okay, I'll counter that and draw a card.
Okay. I'm going to Fall the Titan, the Bombing Crisis, and the Ceiling.
That is pretty good.
And say go.
I will play Tireless Tracker, play land, get a clue, play Dramoka's Command. I'm going to put a counter on Reflector Mage so that it can survive Fiery Temper and then have Hidden Dragon Slayer fight the Jace, so I gain some extra life.
Draw.
I'm at 28. And then attack you for 5.
Yep.
You go to 4. I gain 2 more, go to 30. And you can go.
You need a Chandra? That ain't it. Okay. Let's play Thing in the Ice. And let's Fire Temper the Tireless Tracker. Remove a counter. Play this. There you go.
So,
removal for me?
I do not.
Alright. Might stay alive.
I lied. I just drew Dramoka's Command. So we can put counter on Reflector Mage, fight, and attack for 6.
Alrighty.
Game 1.
Reflector Mage on the Thing Ice early is the easiest way for me to fall behind. I could have taken a lot less damage and just went could have gone Fire Temper on the Advocate pretty early on, but that I really needed you to hit a 2 toughness creature off of the Coco, so I could go Fire Temper and then Fall the Titan, the Dragon Slayer, and one other creature.
Yeah.
So a little short, and that's why I ramped a little bit instead of doing the Fire Temper, but I probably just put myself too far behind on life. All right, I'm going to be on the play here for game number 2. Any questions for me while we're shuffling up, Rob?
First one isn't so much a question, but a small story somebody shared.
Okay.
Uncle Wongus saying, Todd, I know you might not remember this, but a while ago I had an off-camera feature match against you. I was playing blue-black zombies, and you were on blue-white Delver. You won game 3 after I couldn't draw 4th land for my Obliterator. I remember being so intimidated by you, but you gave me good advice and accepted I try the Delver deck if I wanted an aggressive tempo-based strategy. I put the deck together and won a win-a-box side event that Sunday. Thanks for being so cool. Good luck on your future.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I didn't play against the black-blue zombies very much. There was Michael Marlowe, played him once or twice, and then a couple other ones. So
I beat Michael Marlowe for my first open win.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Same.
Cool.
Kind of a mediocre hand, but again, I think it's good enough. Start on a Lumbering Fall. It's a good one in this matchup.
Play Mountain, play Thing in the Ice. Here you go.
I will play a Forest and a Duskwatch Recruiter.
Okay.
You're up.
I'm actually kind of fine with them transforming, so I'm just gonna say go. Trigger.
Yeah. Mush.
Block.
Sure.
Okay.
Play another Duskwatch Recruiter.
Okay.
You can go.
It probably has Bounding Crisis, but I'm gonna go ahead and Lightning Axe targeting this and Fire Temper this.
My things are dead.
Okay, so no
This is
Bounding
on
Crisis.
2.
Yep.
Correct. No Bounding Crisis.
Untap, draw. Worst draw possible. It's fine. Your go.
No land is interesting. Let's play Prairie Stream. You have 4 in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Reflector Mage. That's your thing. You can go.
Draw. Go.
Mush for 2.
Go to
18. You can go. Okay. We kept Todd's board clear. That resolves.
Yep.
End step, Coco.
Yep.
I'm doing a good job at drawing Collected Company, which is nice. I definitely want this one, although it's probably dying. The question is, what other one do I want? It's probably just, yeah, it's got to be a second Reflector Mage. So Jace Reflector, bounce your thing.
Right. Kill 2. Go. Now that was Incept, so I do get to cast again,
Attack for 2.
which is nice.
Yep, you're at 16. Play another Jace.
Yep.
You can go.
Temper the Jace. I should upkeep this, I think. I'll say go. Or no, you get to...
Yeah, you can't upkeep it because I can transform in response.
That's bad. I'm not going to win the marbles today, am I? All right, whatever. Temper it.
Okay, I will prevent all damage from that, put a counter on Reflector Mage.
Yep, here you go.
Now I can transform this Jace. Let's do that. I guess I'll just discard Avacyn because I don't have white mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Main phase Koku.
Actually, I think I'm just gonna plus so I can like threaten to Dramoka's command.
Mm-hmm. I keep my thing nice checked.
Yeah, let's plus attack you to 13 because I have stuff to do. I could play a slow one. You can go.
Goggles. I'm gonna not play this land. Goggles.
Sure.
Go.
End step, Bounding Crisis.
Yep.
And that's land 6. So this is 13. This is 4, 7, 10, 13.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
It's actually way more than I think because it pumps the land too.
Oh yeah, it did pump your land, so it's 15.
Man,
5/5 Lumbering Falls.
Yeah.
I just kept having the Thing in the Ice was a very polarizing card in this matchup. If your opponent did not draw Reflector Mage, it was like your best card, and if they did draw Reflector Mage, it looked really bad.
All right, back against the wall. Got to win 5. Got to win best of 5. Got to win 3 in a row. Let's take a short break while we do sideboards, just like 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back here for sideboarding, and for my side of things, we're going to be doing a bit of a drastic change. You would think, oh, Thing in the Ice is pretty good against creature-based decks. Well, unfortunately, Ross has a bunch of Reflector Mages in his deck, and it's quite bad for me in this matchup. Looks like he might be boarding one out, so I may change things up after game number 3, especially if I feel like my deck is a bit too threat light. We're going to be bringing in another Kozilek's Return to complement the 1 or 2 I have in the main. I forget which. 3 negates to help fight opposing negates so we can resolve our Pyromancer's Goggles, as well as just catch. Sometimes you get Dramoka's come in the right spot, or you get Coco. And Collected Company is the one way that Ross really bursts very far ahead of me. And the Anticipate was just a filler card that I needed another instant or sorcery that kind of drew a card.
Yeah. I think we ended up playing a couple Fiery Impulses at the...
I have 4 Fire Impulse.
You already do?
I think so.
I don't think you do.
If this version is the bad version, I'm mad. This was the invitational one? It was 7?
No, this is from the open. But
keep giving me the bad one.
It's the one you topped it with. But on my side, I think Ojidai's Command and Hidden Dragon Slayer are the 2 worst cards in the deck by a lot. I have 5 cards I want to bring in my own negates, which are great against control, and a couple more pieces of card advantage. Duskwatch Recruiter, I think, is the weakest 2-drop. It can supply card advantage, but it's really inefficient at doing so and poor in multiples. And then I am trimming 1 Reflector Mage in anticipation of Todd bringing out Thing in the Ices, which I remember him doing. I used to leave them in more often the few times I played the deck and just sort of take my gamble. Because I always felt like if I could just... I felt like getting Reflector Mage, unless it was off of like Collected Company or they had already had like a board going on, wasn't that big of a deal. Because I just wanted to get to the late game because it wasn't as aggressive as other options. But there were definitely games like you saw in games 1 and 2 where like you really need the Thing in the Ice to transform and it gets bounced multiple times.
All right. Anything for me before we move into game 3?
Yeah. What do you have any memorable punts in the tournament?
Yes. First that I can remember off the top of my head, top 8 of an invitational in California, playing as Ben Weinberg. I have a Izzet Staticaster on the battlefield, and he plays a Mayor of Averbrook, and I let it resolve, and then for some reason after he like moves to attacks and does a thing, and in my brain I just kind of forget it's there for a second. And I like target Athalia, Guardian of Raven, and I like take a chunk of damage because it doesn't kill it, and then I end up static casting the Mare next turn, but it didn't. It left Athalia on the battlefield, and I took extra damage. It ended up costing me the game. I was just like half a turn behind for the rest of the game because of that.
I have never memorably punted a match in my life. It's never happened. So sorry. When it happens, I'll let you know.
Where's Tannen in here?
Yeah, didn't you miss lethal in the finals?
I have a lot of memorable punts, okay? The P-Sully match was a punt on my part. The Reduke match
was
with players.
Borderline punt.
No, it was a straight up punt.
Whatever. It was straight up punt. Yeah, okay. It was straight up punt if you like consider literal every combination of cards.
Yeah.
And, like you just missed one combination of cards.
The Reduke match at the PC when I left him at 1. There was a different line I could have taken to kill him that turn. Would have saved everybody like half an hour of time.
Yeah, that game lasted a long time after that. I remember he stabilized at 1 life, and he just like kept killing, bouncing, Dried Arbor with Jace, like yada 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 over and over. I made a mistake early in that game that let him play Jace. And left me with only 4 power, so he was able to play Jace plus and get Jace down. And so I put Jace to 1, and then he like verdicts me, and I like untap and start the turn with Nettle Heritage. And then I just start casting my entire hand. And based on what I saw when I was looking over, pretty sure there's a line where I could have cast both my natural orders and double hoofed for the win. Instead, I only got to play 1 hoof. It was a 13-13. He was at 14. I could have killed the Jace or put him to 1. I decided to put him to 1. He finds a Terminus. And I bounce 6 cards back to my hand. And it's like, okay, this is what I got to deal 1. Couldn't deal 1. I honestly stopped listening 30 seconds ago.
It's okay. We got lots of time.
They heard.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of time, especially if I lose this game. I'm going to keep my hand.
This hand, I'm missing a color. Have 2 ETB tapped lands. I think I can just do better. Okay. Doesn't have a company.
Next question.
Todd, what are you going to miss most about playing with Ross? Obviously not the long explanations. But...
The long explanations are quite long, and
I'm just gonna start sending you long Facebook messages.
Fine. Fine. I can just click red on them, and then I don't have to actually read them. No, Ross is a very strong player and a very good technical player, and I emulate him a lot in technical play, and he just has a great mind for talking through different iterations and stuff, and sometimes it can get a little heavy-handed, as I'm sure have heard him rant before, but I'm gonna miss going on trips with him, and it's the people you miss the most. It's not really like the games of Magic.
Yeah. I'll have to make it out there. I got some friends in the area.
Out there,
yep,
including me.
Yeah, now I got an extra one.
Nice. All right, so London Mulligan definitely benefits the creature deck in this matchup, I think, but rules are rules.
Okay, so this is definitely a keep, and it's a solid hand. I just have to figure out how I'm making my mana work, and I think it's by putting this back, seeing as although I guess I can reveal this to this, but I don't want to keep both of these, because then this enters tapped. So yeah, let's put this one back, and then...
All right, we're going to save the Magmatic Insight in case we draw a Draenor Temple, but also I just don't really want to discard any of the lands I have at the moment. But if I draw another land, I may want to discard it. Now here's a spot where I actually don't mind if I kind of need to use the Magmatic now for mana purposes. I'm going to go ahead and Magmatic Insight. I'm going to discard Island and draw 2.
Oh, didn't discard Draenor Temple.
No, it's unfortunate, but play Mountain. Say go. I might regret that, but I didn't really have a whole lot to do with 3 mana, so...
I will play a Sylvan Advocate.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That was a great draw. All right. Torny Voice, pitch, Fire Temper, kill this, draw 2. Here you go. Deck's moving.
Canopy Vista, Hase.
Jace. I will... It's a bit aggressive, but I think... No, that's fine. All right. Discard this, draw 2.
Ooh, now we're doing it.
Cooking. Well, I didn't draw another land, which is unfortunate. Play Jace my own. Here you go. Fire Impulse was a pretty big addition to this deck. We didn't play any in the original iteration. And I say we, I'm pretty sure I was the only person who played this deck in that open where I made top 4. But
Salute.
Impulse gave us a lot of cheap answers to Jace, which was pretty big out of that deck. It also, once you got it going, it was really good against Sylvan Advocate. And it just worked really well with Pyromancer's Goggles. If I'm not mistaken, I ended up trimming like a Lightning Axe or 2 in the Kozilek's Return for just like 4 Fiery Impulse, and it was pretty strong. All right, so now while he's tapped out, go... Oh, that was a good draw. Axe, Temper, both of them. And here you go.
Okay, no 4th land is nice, because it does let me cast this Collected Company without getting negated.
Come on. Wow. Nice. Awesome. Great. Love it.
You're up.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah. You'll love to see it. So, what now? I think I just played the Jace again. I can actually just go for Draenor Temple, but I think I just want to force him to have the answer for the Jace. He's pretty low on resources overall, and that Coco was an embarrassment. But that's kind of the danger of playing Coco sometimes,
Oh, let's push for 3.
Yeah, 17.
Let's play Tireless Tracker, play Vista, get a clue. I should have done this pre-combat and get an extra point in. I didn't think I was going to do it this way, but...
Okay, in response, I'm going to Lightning Axe this. Pitching a...
Well, I'm dead.
I'm going to pitch in Negate, I think. Because I think the time for negating a Coco is past.
I guess I took a risk and got very punished for it. I really wanted to get this clue because I was kind of down on cards, but I didn't think about another Lightning Axe, and I really should have. Well.
Don't have a land, so can't really do anything with that yet. I'm going to just tick it up and then main phase a K return to kill the Tireless Tracker. Never had a spot to bring back the Draenor Temple yet, which is pretty gross.
Yeah, but like now I've got nothing really going on.
Hopefully, he doesn't play 2 creatures in one turn, but we'll check one
I'm
creature.
gonna get 1 creature down, even though it doesn't bounce anything. I could have Reflector Mage and held up Dramoka's command on the turn I played the Tracker. Obviously that would have ended up being much better, but
Goggles. I'm just gonna shrink this and say go.
yeah, I'll crack this and get another island.
Still alive. Still doing it.
I think I'm very dead of this game. Goggles down and Jace down, and you're at a very healthy life total. Yeah, you're still at 17.
Mm-hmm. And your boy shrunk.
Yeah, I have basically nothing going on.
At any point, if he plays another creature, also I can minus on Lightning Axe, Goggles, yada yada. Just cool. If he doesn't do anything, I can minus on Magmatic, draw 4. If I draw land, just cool. I got a lot of options.
You're up.
All right. Coco is probably the blade, and he has this play at instant speed now because Jace works at sorcery speed. That was a pretty cool draw.
Now you're going to get to see this Goggles deck go off, and it does some cool stuff when it goes off.
Yeah. All right, let's go Jorian, or not yet. All right, minus targeting Tormenting Voice.
Sure.
Okay, 3 mana Jorian Rune Diver.
Sure.
I will play Tormenting Voice from the graveyard.
That triggers Jorian.
Discard Jace. Draw a card from this.
Yep.
And draw 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Haven't played a land yet. We'll play Shivan Reef, and I'll say go. No Coco. That means that I'm in good shape.
Well, I drew Coco now.
I have negate.
So do I.
Still. All right.
So let's see if this one hits.
So Todd, why the Avamaya Coast?
So in my sideboard, if you'll notice, I have a Eldrazi by the name of Eldrazi Obligator. And that creature specifically...
Tap here, attack Jace.
That creature specifically needs colorless mana for the trigger. And it was specifically for the Ulamog ramp decks. They would ramp up to 10 mana, play Ulamog Ceaseless Hunger, and then probably exile like Goggles and a Planeswalker or a creature or thing in the ice. And then I would just go Obligator 13 years.
Okay, so I've shut Jace down from flashing something back. I gotta hope Todd's hand is really bad.
It's not great.
I mean, like, it has to be really bad.
Yeah.
Like 5 lands.
It's not 5 lands.
Okay, you can have a Jorian. 4 lands Jorian. Maybe a negate. I'll give you that one too. But a single removal spell here to just take out Krasis and Jace. I assume we plus tier.
It doesn't matter.
You're just wiping my board.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Chandra -3. Your turn.
Evolving Wilds go.
Draw.
Chandra closes the game pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'll tick up, make 2
elementals. Yeah, they're 3/1 haste, but we'll use Todd.
Yeah,
I go to 14.
6.
Do they go away to end a combat?
I don't know.
Beginning of the next end step. So you can.
All right, minus target Magmatic. Discard this. Draw 2.
Okay.
Land for turn.
Yeah. Are we?
I guess
So it's for 6.
That's not enough.
That's gonna 12 me. I mean, it's 12 me.
Okay, I was 12 you. Whatever.
But you also have to that's why it's important that these are here, so you don't have to deal damage to yourself.
No, it's up to. Right?
It is. Oh,
it's up to 2 target creatures.
Well, okay, so I'm at 2. So this copy is the Fall of the Titan. The Fall of the Titan deals X to 2 things, or up to 2 things.
Yeah, I should have probably just actually Ephemeral or something, attack, whatever.
Whatever, I just drew another Evolving Wilds, so.
Yeah. Like, you could have potentially had the Archangel Abyss in there or something, and then able to check Chandra, and then I have to, trade 1 or Ephemeral on the next turn. And I have Goggles going, so I can do a bunch of cool stuff, but Fire Impulse was a huge addition to this deck. I don't know why I didn't play it originally. I think I was just too caught up on doing Lightning Axe plus Fiery Temper and didn't really understand that I just needed more 1 red, 1 mana spells to interact with Goggles favorably. I might have only played like 2 or 3 impulses and then boarded up to 4. I forget exactly what, but it was huge in this matchup.
Yeah. I think we played 2 main at the Invitational instead of that Anticipate and the main deck K return.
That sounds right.
And by the end, I think I thought I wanted to cut a Lightning Axe and play a third.
Yeah. I think definitely cutting one of the axes would have been fine just because you have too many things to discard.
Yeah.
And only 4 Temper and 4 Drynare people to really capitalize. But discarding either of those early on and then having your turn 3 be ramp was always quite strong and matchups where you had the time to do it.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to be on the draw here for game number 4. See if I can win 2 in a row. As we say, it's for all the marbles. I'm actually nervous. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous myself. This is not a very good hand, but it's close enough.
Yeah, mine's not good either.
Vista.
Nope. I'm gonna play it face down. I know exactly what I need to draw, and I know exactly what I'm gonna sequence if I draw it. So
Recruiter.
Okay,
you can go.
Draw. Yeah, go.
Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Draw.
This doesn't have Queller, right? Am I mistaken on that?
Correct. This is before Queller was printed.
Oh, cool.
That's a little awkward. But let's play a Nissa.
Okay, with a trigger on the stack, I'm gonna Axe plus Temper both of them, and that's gonna make it so he can't play a 1 mana for 2 power creature or 2 cost creature.
I'll just get a forest and play it, and you're up.
Okay, draw.
I guess I should have attacked first. Let's punt. No blue mana from Todd though.
Actually, before I play this, I'm gonna Tormenting Voice pitch.
Yeah.
Yes, draw 2.
Yeah. What if you draw Highland Lake?
Go.
Okay, finds his blue mana. You got 5 in hand.
Yes.
I will play a Jace.
Sure.
You can go.
2 in the grave. Potential Drogo's command up. So, let's just say go.
I will play a Tireless Tracker.
Okay.
I will play Canopy Vista, get a Clue.
Sure.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Target Jace. I think Jace is actually a little more scary than Tireless Tracker. It costs so much mana.
Let's loot.
Yep.
Discard a forest. I'm going to counter that or prevent all damage from that and put a counter on the tracker.
Yep.
Okay. This turn pretty big for Todd here. I've got 2 pretty important threats. Jace threatening to transform here.
Yeah, but it's not really that scary. I'm gonna kill the. Yeah, the Jace is like operating at sorcery speed, so it only lets him main phase Cocos, and I'm actually fine playing that game, I think. So let's kill that and draw 2. And then play this and say go.
Okay, I will loot.
Yep.
Transform this. I will plus. I will play a Duskwatch Recruiter and play a land and pass the turn. Another source of card advantage here. We're just sort of playing a grindy game at this point.
Card?
Yep.
All right. Goggles. But he doesn't have the negate.
I do not.
Okay.
I can try to crack this Clue to find it.
Or you can cast Coco.
I do not have Coco. It's
Okay.
crack Clue, hope I hit negate, or just activate Recruiter.
Sure, that's fair.
And
I think you should go for the negate because this is big.
Yeah, the goggles is pretty big. I don't look. There's no way to deal with a resolved artifact in this entire deck.
Yep.
Which
Which
is
is why it was like a hot knife through butter in the first week of standard. Not a lot of people had actual disenchants. Draw a card. It's like 100% correct. I'm not missing.
No, it resolves.
All right, we're gonna goggles, magmatic, discard, draw yard, draw 4.
Yep.
I haven't played a land yet, or did I? No, I didn't, because I could have played this. All right, I'll play this tap and say go. We're cooking now.
Attack for 2.
18.
Yep.
Cool.
Let's plus this Jace with no target, and then play a morph creature.
Okay, so that could be Slayer, but it's probably what you call it?
You're up.
Den Protector. All right, let's see what we can do. It's gonna be a nice turn, I think. Okay, so that, that. Okay. And we are playing with old rules, and I think this works anyway. That's fine. Let's go land for turn. I'm gonna play blue, red, and 1. Jorian Rune Diver. And then I'm going to go Fall of the Titan for X equals 4. Trigger this. I'm going to do 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. Draw a card off Jory.
Let's flip this up and get my Nissa back.
Okay. So draw a card off Jory. Everything dies.
That's pretty messed up.
Pass turn. I think these negates are going to come out for game 5, but I don't want to give Ross that information. We're going to take a minute on that.
Just playing this, get my forest. That'll be my 7th land to transform it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to plus.
Okay, and that lets you reveal the top, and if it's a land, it enters play. If not, draw.
Yep.
Cool. It's getting close. It's getting tight.
Cards in hand.
4. No cocoa, please.
Bounding Crisis.
Okie dokie.
Okay, then I will Reflector Mage this thing.
Okay.
You're up.
Draw for turn. Worst draw possible.
Good.
We're gonna Tormenting Voice, pitching Jory, draw 4. Gonna red, magmatic, discarding a mountain, draw 2.
Yep. Tearing through his deck here.
Yup. Chase. Go. Now, Jace can potentially threaten to flash back the Fall of the Titan, which was, as you saw, pretty devastating on that one turn where you had it.
Let's draw a card.
Yep.
I guess we'll get an island.
Yep.
And
What's the ultimate?
-7, untap up to 6 target lands. They become 6/6s.
Yeesh. Okay.
Attack for 2.
16.
Nothing I can do about this Jace.
Oh, that's good news. So that means he probably has negate, or else he probably would have conceded by now. So we gotta keep that in the back of our head.
So I will just pass the turn.
So you're at 20?
Yep.
Okay, draw for turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna loot.
Yep.
Draw. Discard a Shivan Reef, transform. 5. Okay. We are going to spin a red, magmatic, pitching, wandering ephemeral, draw 2.
Yep.
Play land for turn. Got a minus on Fall of the Titans. Play it for X equals 8 with a double. So we're gonna do
8, 16 to me.
I can't
Oh, yeah, because of the
one of the
old
redirects
targeting
has
rules.
to go here. So we're going to target this twice and you twice.
And then one gets
redirect
redirected.
and
Yeah.
you take 8.
So I'm at 12.
Could have waited on that, but it's pretty. Oh no! I'm sorry. I need to do it for 6. I completely biffed this turn. You're at 14.
So I'm at 14.
Here we go.
On your end step, I'm going to play 2 Bounding Crises.
Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, here we go.
I'm going to mash them both at your Jace.
Jace down.
I will play Sylvan Advocate and Jace.
Okie dokie.
Pass the turn.
Here's a weird spot. Goggles doesn't actually copy Kozilek's return, which is super annoying. That would be quite good here, but there was no real option at the time. Even I think Radiant Flames was legal, but had the same problem that the copy didn't copy.
Still full grip over there, but I don't know.
I'm actually in some trouble, man. All right, let's go Jory.
Sure.
I'm gonna play Kozilek's return and draw a card and kill your Jace.
Sure.
Wow, that was great. All right, and then they all come in tapped. Oh, that's still big, right?
It's 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Play Ephemeral for my lands, and then I'll cast another cave return.
I guess I don't think I can hit anything by Coco in response, but I guess so. These all die.
Yep.
And step Coco.
Yep. I think I might die. This is really upsetting. Probably burn that Fall of the Titan prematurely, but I thought he was basically out of gas, and he missed. Okay, well, the game's not over, man. Come on. You got a 4-5. I don't have an answer to it. Okay? I have to get lucky here. After all that, I have to get lucky.
I think. Attack for 4.
12.
Play another one.
Yeah. See?
You're up.
Okay. Draw.
Unfortunately, they do not pump each other, which would be great, because this would be lethal.
Jace.
Yep.
Do I have a Drowner Temple in here that I just forgot
I think
about
so.
eons ago? All right, I got that back last turn. No, I didn't. I used
Yeah,
it
you
first time.
used.
You're good.
Attack you for 8.
4.
You don't have a fall in there, right?
No. An axe I can copy right here.
Okay, well, Jace,
Yup.
you can go. I missed 3 damage.
Back to drawing yard. Okay.
Yeah, I missed 3 damage earlier in this game that might be relevant.
Okay. Loot.
Yep.
Discard. Highland Lake
Can't believe it.
Transform.
I left you with a virtual 1 if I got that 3 damage in after missing on that Coco.
All right. 2. I'm gonna play the axe. Target these 2. Discard a temper. Kill this. Play Chandra.
Oh yeah, I have no answers to anything.
I just literally drew like the best 3 off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And you've
6,
gone through like 30 cards of your deck,
7, 8.
and you haven't seen a ton of lands. Like what is left? You got a Fall of the Titan, a Chandra, 2 more Lightning Axes.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So I have 2 negates in hand, so I don't really want to do anything with the Chandra. So I'm just gonna plus an E for 6.
I was at 14, so I'm at 8.
Yep.
Yeah, you just have you have lethal now with the
Two
funeral. You have 2 funerals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I drew all once. Game 5.
I'm telling you, man, I had 2 negates and 2 lands in my hand when I drew Jace and played it, and then my draw step was like Fire Temperer, and then I drew Chandra off of the Jace. So like it was literally just like 2 perfects off the top. But yeah, I mean I had a lot of lands, but I had a lot of bricks left too.
Yeah. You had a good number of lands left over there, but
Okay, so we're gonna sideboard in the dark here. So if you have any questions, fire them away, because he didn't respect the things in the ice. He cut a lot of his stuff. Cut a thing.
Cut 1 Reflector Mage.
Declaration Stone. Right.
I think these reflectors have been kind of meh. But I'm not sure how good Deck and Stone is going to be.
Esteus wants to know, what food do you 2 fight about the most?
Food?
Is that a
I
conversation?
don't think we really fight about food. We have pretty similar tastes as far as things are concerned. Obviously, Ross being a vegetarian changes a lot, but we like the same flavors, you know? It's usually just the contents that we differ on. And I'm not like a her bacon guy, you know?
Those guys are annoying.
It's true. They're way worse than the vegan people, you know?
They're about the same.
I don't think they are. I mean, maybe some vegan people, but that's not very nice generalization. All right.
Here's a little fight about Waffle House, right?
No.
That is true.
Waffle House, they got eggs. Raw still eats eggs. Right, so Obligator's obviously not good. Fear Vision's obviously not good. And then it just is basically, do I play negates or things in the ice? And I'm not sure which. I've done some sideboarding and I gotta get one more card out. Probably gonna cut a Magmatic Insight because if I don't have one of my Drown Yard Temples with it, it's a little awkward at times. And I need a lot of my mana after sideboard to curve up, especially on the draw. Don't have nearly as much time. And I do like Fiery Temper because it works super good with Tormenting Voice works really good with Fiery Temper.
Fire Temper is just the best card in the deck in this matchup. But the games where you've been able to discard it early to Lightning Axe.
There's something you hate, food-wise, that you like that's ridiculous.
I don't like pickles.
I'm with Ross
Is that
on
it?
that one.
There we go.
Oh, you just don't like vinegar? You just don't-
Actually, I
don't
like
sour?
basically any other pickled thing, and I like sour. I don't like cucumbers either.
Oh, that's fine. That's just psychopathic because it literally just takes on the flavor of whatever you cook it with.
Well, like,
Or if it's in a salad, it just tastes like cucumber.
yeah, I don't like.
Tastes like
cucumbers.
freshness.
I know.
I don't like being fresh.
It tastes like water, but it's kind of off.
It's like a white.
Oh, so every fruit?
Yeah, I'll
You
be
ever
on
had
the
a
play.
watermelon?
Not a huge fan of watermelon.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, Todd.
right.
It's the last game.
It's been a pleasure.
Likewise.
Good luck.
You too.
I hope I get to smash the marbles into the dirt. That's what I'm rooting for Ross.
It'll be just like the printer scene from Office Space.
Yeah.
I will be keeping the sand.
Me too.
I want to start on this.
Go.
Getting a planes.
I keep going to tick down your life total every time you fetch your Evolving Wells.
No,
Yeah.
still at 20.
This was right after Fetches rotated, right?
Yeah.
Because Cons is not legal. This was Shadows over
Yeah,
Innistrad, I
and
believe.
like we were all worried about how 3-color mana bases would work, and then MGG was like, "No, they'll be fine."
Just play, 7 basics, 4 Evolving Wilds, and as many of the buddy lands as you want. Okay. Jace, go.
Kill it.
Yep.
Attack for 3.
Yep.
This also getting to 4 toughness is nice. Means he needs an axe. No temper will work. You're at 17.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Attack.
Block.
Get a clue.
Yep.
You can go.
Jorian.
Yep.
Axe, pitch, temple, target this, draw a card. Go.
That's pretty good. Attack for 3.
Block. It's like automatic at this point.
Yeah.
He didn't have it first time, might as well try the second time. Next turn though he's gonna be big, so I need to
Morph.
find an answer. Mm-hmm.
You can go.
Now that might be a Stratus Dancer. I don't recall the list exactly, so we might need to keep that in our brain. But it's probably Den Protector. Alright. I'm going to Tormenting Voice, pitching Jorian, trigger this, draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Lightning Axe, discarding Jace VP, trigger this, targeting this, draw a card off Jory.
Yep.
Land for turn. Go.
End step, flip Den Protector, get back Dromcom.
Mm-hmm. Now it's going to let him kill the thing in the ice, so we're going to be 4 power thing in the ice versus my hand.
Yeah, let's counter fight, attack for 4.
Yep, I'm at
13. And I will play a Duskwatch Recruiter.
Okay.
You can go.
Recruiter! Whoop. -3. Could have attacked first. Probably should have. Here we go.
You can go.
Right,
Or actually, I think I want to just deal with this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just activate Lumber Impulse. You're up.
Get this down, always tapped out.
Yep.
Pass turn.
I am going to get... What do I want? I've got 3 white sources. I got 3 green. I'm actually going to get an island so I can maybe activate Falls, attack with it, and still have negate up.
Mm-hmm.
1 card in hand.
Let's go, Ross. Let's go. This is it. This is for the marbles. Do I have so much adrenaline in me right now? Jeez Louise.
You can go.
All right. Didn't attack. That's really scary. I'll say go.
On your end step, I will play Archangel Avison.
That resolves.
Trigger.
Yep.
Okay. I'll sack this clue.
Okay.
Go to my turn.
Yep.
Attack for 4.
9.
Play Jace.
Sure.
You can go.
I'll spend the full amount and target these 2.
I will.
Or, sorry, I guess I type it like this. Could send both at Avison, I guess, but the Jace is also pretty scary.
You have 1 in hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it does cost 6. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I don't have negate up, so that's...
You're at 9.
I'm at 9.
I will negate the 1 targeting the Avison.
Yep.
Upkeep. This will now transform, and you'll go to 6. So has to be able to kill 6/5.
Yeah, probably did.
Draw 4.
Mm-hmm. Chandra.
A 0.
0. Discard 2, draw 3.
The Lightning Axe. Whew. So
Damn it!
I had second Avison there that I could have played and like basically just traded both Lightning Axes for this Avison.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I felt like just putting you on the spot, and then I have like this backup Avison that can do stuff. But whew.
Avison's good. Avison was pretty problematic. For
and that was the first time it showed up. I think in the at least relevantly. I think I cast one at one point.
I had visions of having the marbles sitting behind me the whole time I was streaming, and now I just don't. That's a tilt.
Yeah, I got worried. Up 2-0, down. I think I remember back when we were both playing this deck, and we really disagreed about Thing in the Ice post board. Like I thought I was like, no, it's just really good. Like you force them to have it, and if they don't, it's insane. But like, those first 2 games when I was able to tempo you out felt a lot easier.
Yeah.
Whereas when you just like played your game and killed my stuff, the long game favors your decks by a lot, which is actually unusual because the thing about the Collected Company deck that made it so good is that so much card advantage between Coco, Tireless Tracker, Jace, Duskwatch Recruiter, Archangel Avison, Den Protector, Nissa, like all these things. So, the Coco mirrors were these like hour-and-a-half long affairs where you just never ran out of gas, and you could contend with the control decks. But the Goggles deck just went so far over the top. Even if you were able to even if the Coco deck stayed with you and it was drawing cards, if they weren't putting pressure on you, eventually you just follow the Titan them out of the game.
Yeah, for sure. The Fall of the Titans were originally in the deck, they were supposed to be Avacyn's Fury or
Avacyn's
something?
Judgment.
Avacyn's Judgment.
Like
right?
1 in a red sorcery, 2 forked bolt, and then Madness for X in a red.
Yeah.
And I remember we all got together and we had a bunch of cards and we used Fall of the Titan as a proxy for it.
Yeah.
And
it
then,
hadn't come out yet. It was like 2 days before the set release, and I like have Fall of the Titan in hand, like a Magmatic Insight or something, and I'm just like, all right, Magmatic, draw 2, and then wait, this can kill like 4 creatures, or just deal you like 1,000 damage, and it was just insane. It was just ridiculous.
And I remember you telling us, like, I'm pretty sure we should just be playing this card.
Yeah.
That it actually is not the one we're proxying, and it was so much better. Avacyn's Judgment ended up being terrible, and that was one of the things that put the deck over the top, because that's Follow the Titan was the way you went over the top of people.
Yeah,
that plus
Goggles. A lot of
Goggles.
times you could go like kill 2 creatures and shoot your opponent for 15 or 16, 7, 18 damage, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you just needed like 1 Fire Temper to get the job done.
Yeah.
And you kind of turn into like a pseudo burn deck in some spots. But
it was the same way that like Tron decks used to play 1 Demon Fire back in the day. Sometimes they would just Demon Fire you. Yeah, it's 12.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, when they were playing Grove and Pyroclasm.
When it was just Izzet-Tron, like a Ravnica.
Izzet-Tron.
Oh,
yeah.
Kamigawa Ravnica era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, that was sick. I got my blood pumping on that one.
Same. I'm gonna need some time to cool down after that one. But we're close to 4:00. Do we have any questions we want to answer?
Yeah. We don't have any questions, but we do have a video that was put together by our own Dan May. And unfortunately, there's no way I can have you hear the audio, so I don't know what all the audio clips are. But
that's fine.
Yeah.
Can someone clip it and send it to me?
Yeah, we'll definitely be able to do that.
Okay, cool.
So here we go.
As you can see behind us, the crowds have been going wild, watching Carclan Ironworks come so close to victory in the hands of Austin Collins. Grasped defeat in the hands of Whitefield.
Evan.
Evan Whitefield. Whitehouse.
Whitehouse.
There it is.
Evan Whitehouse.
I'm just killing it.
Yep.
Attack for 8. Yep. You're at 10. And killing. Yeah, shot him! Got him! Oh my god.
You win. Feel good about it? Big bully.
I did only have 1 basic mountain left in my deck. I should be more cognizant of that.
How?
Oh my god! Oh, we got him! Yes! Yes!
Flashbacks.
Fire! Who's the fireball deck now?
Show him, Russ. Show him.
Show me the paint fire.
Show him.
Show me the paint fire. Show it to me. I need this in my life.
Do you want to know?
Oh, yeah. Because based on Brad's play, I assume he's not dead to heroic reinforcements. He's probably got like a shock or an opt.
Oh, no. I don't want a Todd knock on a burn spell.
What? No, it's a fireball. It's just the one I've been.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
That's a burn spell.
Come on, Ross. Let's go. Oh! Yes! I got you right there. We did it. Yes! Oh my god, we did it.
Yeah, resolved.
Huh?
Even without audio, it was still really good. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was.
Thank you for that, Dan.
Yeah, appreciate it, dude.
Okay, we got any subs? Let's roll through some subs.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll wrap it up.
All right.
What a day.
Eli the Duck for 11 months.
Thank you.
Frozen
What do
for
I care?
11 months.
I don't care if y'all sub anymore.
And Sparrow for 11 months total. And they said, so sad to see you go, Todd, but best of luck to you and Callie on the next step of your journey together.
I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll see you around in the chat too when I start streaming full time. So.
Yeah, I'm sure you're definitely going to be around sometimes. Hopefully, roll through town, do some videos when possible.
Yeah. I
sure.
mean, I'm gonna be here around December-ish for or late November, whenever the season 2 invitational is.
Mid-November, actually.
I'm not doing commentary, so I'll probably be playing because we're probably going to go back for Thanksgiving to see Callie's parents, so we might try to roll that into the Envy trip. That'd be nice.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Anytime you want to roll through, the chair's yours. I'm going to be sitting in that chair from now on because now I'm the senior member. Corey will be over here.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're there, we'll swap it around.
All right. Sounds good, man. Oh, it's been a pleasure.
An absolute pleasure.
Thanks, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it a lot. My time on Versus and in Roanoke and in Star City Games has been some of the best years of my life. And sad to go, but happy to move on. I am still going to be writing for Star City Games, and I am still going to be doing commentary. They're going to fly me out and stuff. So I'm going to call me Peacefully Light.
Yeah.
Or Peacefully Heavy. Either one. But thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next time.